This isn't just about military members. Civilians have responsibilities too. Ultimately, we decide how the military is used. In a democracy, civilian control of the military is fundamental. But that means we, the civilians, are responsible for how military is used. We elect the civilian leaders who command the military. We're responsible for holding those civilian leaders accountable for their choices they make. We do this by voting, congressional oversight. Congress has constitutional authority over the military. It declares war, Article 1, Section 8, raises and funds the military, makes rules for the military, provides oversight. The House and Senate Armed Services Committees are supposed to ensure military is used lawfully and appropriately. But oversight only works if members of Congress have the courage to exercise it, and they only have the courage if we demand it. Although we recently saw Congress members who were also retired military speak out against unlawful orders. Trump threatened to have them arrested and executed for exercising their duty to speak out against unlawful orders. That has more to do with the courage of the military than the courage of Congress speaking out. When we see military being misused or threatened with misuse, we must speak out. Contact your representatives. Amplify the voices of military leaders who object. Support service members who face retaliation for refusing unlawful orders. Educate others about Posse Comitatus and constitutional limits. Supporting service members. If service members refuse unlawful orders, they need civilian support. Legal defense, financial support for their families, public advocacy, protection from retaliation. We can't ask them to sacrifice their careers for principle, then abandon them. Preventing misuse. The best way to protect service members from facing this dilemma is to elect leaders who respect constitutional limits on military power. Vote for leaders who understand military is for foreign defense, not domestic control. Dissent is patriotic, not treasonous. Constitutional rights apply, even in crisis. Posse Comitatus isn't optional. Questions for critical thinking. First, the oath. Military members swear to defend the Constitution, not obey the President unconditionally. What's the significance of that distinction? When might those loyalties conflict? Think about what it means to defend the Constitution against, quote, all enemies, foreign and domestic, unquote. Domestic enemies might include those who would subvert constitutional government. Second, Nuremberg legacy. Quote, I was just following orders, unquote, was rejected as a defense after World War II. What does that mean for service members today facing potentially unlawful orders? If following orders isn't a defense, then every service member bears personal responsibility for their actions. That's heavy, but it's essential. Third, civilian control. We have civilian control of the military for good reasons. But what happens when civilian leaders order the military to act against civilians? This is the ultimate test of the system. Does civilian control mean blind obedience? Or does the oath to the Constitution override unlawful orders?